Hello all, very good evening. This is Karthik from Raj Cloud Technologies. I welcome you all to today's Microsoft Data Analyst program. Before starting the session, I'll just like give you 2 to 3 minutes introduction about our institute and about our social media handles. Then I'll hand over session to our trainer Ambarishan garu. Okay? Yeah. Let me start with YouTube channel. Okay, so this is our YouTube channel, Raj Informatica Real-Time Hands-on Job-Based Training. This is our YouTube channel. If you can see here, so we have almost 36.1K subscribers and we have already uploaded more than 480 plus videos here. Okay, so if you just scroll down here in the video section, you can find out many videos related to Azure, Informatica, Snowflake, GenAI, Power BI, okay, cyber security, AWS and DevOps, AWS data engineering, and many other cloud platform tools like we are providing trainings actually. Okay, so these are the videos related to them. You can just go through this channel so that like you can find out like many useful videos here. Just visit our channel once. If you like our content, like the videos, comment on them and subscribe to our channel for more videos. I am sharing the channel link over Zoom chat. Please use this link and subscribe to our channel. We have Instagram page as well. This is our Instagram page, Raj Informatica. In our Instagram page, like we are going to promote like completely about the job openings. Okay, so whenever we get some referrals, whenever we get some openings, we will be posting directly here in the stories. Okay, so keep following our Instagram page as well so that you can get the direct information like where the opportunities are available right now, how to apply for it. Okay, so complete information will be given over stories here. Okay, you can see there is a highlights also there, job openings. In these highlights, like you can find out the like a previously uploaded jobs as well. Okay, yes. So now this is our website, rajinformatica.com. On the left top corner, you can see here. So Raj Informatica is now Raj Cloud Technologies. Initially, we started with only Informatica course. So we named our institute as Raj Informatica. And now like we have added like many cloud technologies and many other courses as well. So we changed it from Raj Informatica to Raj Cloud Technologies. Both Raj Informatica and Raj Cloud Technologies are same. Okay. That is the reason why you can see everywhere as rajinformatica.com. Okay. This is our website and this is our home page. If you just scroll down a bit, you can see here software trainings that we are offering here. We are offering generative AI professional certification training, Informatica data quality and cloud data quality, AWS data engineering, Azure data engineering and Databricks, Snowflake in the combination of DBT and ADF, Informatica Power Center, Informatica Cloud IICS IDMC, Artificial Intelligence plus Machine Learning, Cyber Security, Microsoft Power BI Data Analyst Program, GCP Professional Certification Training, SAP S4 HANA and FICO Training, Python Full Stack Training and Data Science Training. So Python for AI and ChatGPT, Salesforce and AWS and DevOps. These are the courses that we are offering right now. Okay. So if you can just come up here, you can see upcoming free live sessions. Upcoming free live sessions is nothing but like whatever the free sessions that we are offering from Raj Cloud Technologies. All these sessions are available here in this section. You can see today's session also. Microsoft Power BI session 3rd October at 6 p.m. And today at 8 p.m. like we have Snowflake. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. we have Power Center. On Monday like we have Informatica Cloud at 8 p.m. Okay. So this is how like the free sessions are scheduled. Whatever the free sessions that we are providing from Raj Cloud Technologies, you can find out here in this section. Okay. Just click on join now. Just click on join now. So you will be asked to give your full name, mobile number and mail ID. Once giving this mail ID, if you can click on submit and get link, you will receive a link to your mail ID directly. I hope like many people in today's session is done the same procedure. So today you are here. Okay. Yes. So to know more about Power BI program, so you can see here like apart from these courses and everything, we have many interview questions are also available here. Many materials are also available here. Okay. Internship programs, all these things we are offering. These internship programs are exclusively for only freshers. The people who passed out in the year 2025 and who is going to pass out in the year 2026. For these people, these internship programs are designed actually. Okay. Yes. So if you just go to the courses section, you can find out all these courses, whatever the courses we are offering, all these courses you can see here. Just click on Power BI training. Just click on Power BI training. Now you will be here on the page of completely Power BI information. Okay, this is the page where you'll get the complete info about our Power BI program. Got it? Yes. So this is the batch. You can see here the batch starting date from 3rd of October, the technologies that we are going to teach, and the course, the unique features, and the job opportunities. What are the like opportunities like after completion of this course? Okay, so you can work as, and the upcoming in-demand jobs, and our course curriculum. So what you are going to learn like at the end of this program, like what you will be ready to deliver. Okay, and the course price, group discount if you are a group of 2 friends or 4 friends or 10 friends. Okay, so the extra discounts here, and about your trainer. Okay, so you can see here about your trainer as well. So having 15 plus years of experience and trained more than 8,000 plus professionals globally. Got it? This is the complete information you can see here in this page. I can share this page link as well over chat. Okay. If you want, you can save all these links at one place. Okay. Yes. So before starting the session, I just like want to make you something special about this today's session. Okay. Today we have some special discounts are available at the end of the program. So just stay connected. Just stay connected till end of the session so that you are going to get some special offers as well. So on the occasion of festival, the Dasara festival, we have given some discounts. So we have extended same discounts today as well. So just to stay connected till end of the program so that you can understand clearly about our discounts and everything. And we are going to help you for the jobs as well. So how to help, how to get help for the jobs, how to get placed, each and everything you are going to know at the end of the session. So just to stay connected. Okay. Just to stay connected. Not like other platforms, like not only with the Naukri, Monster, LinkedIn, or not only kind of these platforms. We have a some other special platform. So where to get complete job updates and everything. I'll just reveal it at the end of the session. So just stay connected. Okay. Yes. Before starting the session, I just like request everyone to, yeah, I request everyone to submit your name and WhatsApp number. So that I can add you to our Power BI Data Analyst Real-Time Project WhatsApp group, where there are our previous batch students are also there in this group, and there are many professionals also available in this group. Our trainer will be available from the institute and we will be available. So each and every update about Power BI, each and every new course, like whenever the new batch starts, like new batch updates, and about the job updates, okay, and the real-time project discussions, everything will be going on in this group. So to get this group link, just drop me your name and WhatsApp number, and we will be also sharing today's session recording also. Whoever submitting your name and WhatsApp number, we are going to add you in the WhatsApp group as well, and you will be getting today's session recording as well. Okay, so both we will be giving to you. So let's take just 2 minutes of time. Let's take just 2 minutes of time. Let me start the timer. Just give me a moment. Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes of time. Yeah. So you can keep sharing your name and WhatsApp number over chat. The chat option is enabled for everyone. You can keep posting your name and WhatsApp number here to get the WhatsApp group link, and you will be receiving today's session recording as well. Both you will get it. I can see many enrolled people are also there in this chat. So please keep posting your name and WhatsApp number if you haven't added to the WhatsApp group yet. Okay. Keep sharing your name and WhatsApp number so that we will be adding you to the WhatsApp group. Yeah. If you are from a different country, please share with country code. If you are from a different country, please share with country code. I can see few people are from different country as well. Please share with country code. If you are from a different country, I request you to please drop your mobile number again with country code so that like only we can share you we can text you over WhatsApp. Okay. Yeah. Still, few people are sharing the contacts. You can keep sharing. The chat will be open throughout the program. Don't worry about it. And we will be enabling the mic access as well. So stay connected. Stay connected. Once the trainer's explanation is done, we will be providing you the mic access as well. You can discuss. You can discuss about your career and the job opportunities, everything like whatever the doubts you have. So you can discuss with the trainer. So just stay connected till end of the session. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Ambarishan, over to you, please.
Yeah. Thanks, Karthik. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining the session. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. My team has already given you the update on the different, platforms and handles. I'm just going to go over, our course content, and I'll just go ahead and explain you that. If you have any questions, please feel free to post that in the chat box, and then we'll go with that. Okay. Yes. All right. So let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Ambarishan, and I have over 15 years of experience in the IT industry. I've been training people for more than 9 years now, and my go-to tools are mostly the data visualization tools like ClickView, ClickSense, Tableau, and Power BI. And I've trained more than 8,000, 9,000 professionals across the globe, and I continue to do that on a daily basis. And I have a background on data warehousing and then slowly moved on to these different tools. So it's just kind of like these tools. These are easy, super easy tools to work with, and you should be able to go and get things out very quickly, very easily. So it's not a stressful situation. That's how I found it, and then just slowly moved on to these tools. Yeah, so we'll go and understand Power BI today. That's what we are here for. And I'll just quickly give you an overview of what you're going to get in this particular course, and then slowly move on to the course content for today. All right, and the entire course. So yeah, my team is going to give you all these details in some time, but I'm just going to kind of go through this on a high level. Let's see. So we will go and learn Power BI, but what comes along with that is we'll go and talk about how to build a report in Power BI desktop. Okay. This is more of a reporting tool. If I were to say this in a very layman's term, it's a reporting tool, and we'll go and kind of look into that. And then we'll also learn the Power BI service side of things. Yes, there are a lot of small things there, but what we will do is we'll develop our report with desktop version. We'll go and work on the service side of things where we publish and share our report to our users. We'll talk more about those different areas like data gateways and other things. That's what you're getting. But an add-on with this particular course is going to be your Oracle SQL, course. My team is going to explain you that at the end of the session. Just hold on. You're going to get these perks at the end of the session. And we'll also talk about Microsoft Fabric. Microsoft Fabric is going to be the buzzword today, and we'll understand what that is. So Power BI is built on right now on this Fabric environment. So that's what is coming up. So we'll go and build a report, publish it to the server, and then we'll share and collaborate with our users. That's what is the overview, the high level overview of what we are going to do in this particular course. Plus, you get the Oracle SQL based, details as well. And we'll also talk about a little bit on the Microsoft Fabric side of it at the end of this course. Okay. Now this course is going to be instructor led live sessions. We'll have every day a live session for at least 1.5 hours. That's what we are going to do. We'll have over 25 plus course, sessions, and almost 30 sessions. That's what we will go and have to cover the entire course. And this is not like any other webinar. Okay. I just wanted to go ahead and give you all that. We won't have too many people in this particular course. We'll have a limited seats. We'll go and fill those seats, and when you're done, we'll start the batch. So we're just looking for few participants who are dedicated and trying to go and learn Power BI. So that's what we are looking for, and once we have all that, we'll get started. Okay, so we're going to cover a lot of things. I'll just give you those details as we progress, and my team has already kind of given you the idea here. But let's talk about the course content. And before I get into the course content, I'm just going to go share my screen. We'll go and talk a few things here. Okay. Now we want to understand how to actually go about, you know, learning this course. There are different ways, different people teaching and, giving you different ways of kind of learning Power BI, but we want to do this right. Okay. And I feel that if you really understand the essence of this tool and how you want to go about learning this tool, it becomes much easier that way. Okay. So let's understand the best way of learning this tool. I'm not going to go jump into different areas and then cover those different things. We want to do this right. That's the whole objective here. And I've curated this course content. I have been into this particular tool since its inception, since this tool was launched. It was launched somewhere in 2014, at the end of 2014, somewhere in the beginning of 2015. So since then, I've been working on this tool and I've, kind of understood how these tools work. I've trained more people on this particular tool. So I think I can say that I have the right way, the right guidance that I can give you on these different areas. Okay. So the way we'll do this is we're going to learn this the right way. And I have come up with a 3-step process here to go and give you the flow. How are we going to learn Power BI? We're going to learn Power BI by authoring this in our desktop version. When I say authoring, it's all about creating the report, coming up with the details, how you want to go ahead and set up your report. What are the page navigations? What is the user experience and user interaction? How is it all going to be? So we will go work on that part first of all. So that's what I call as authoring the report. You're going to do that in Power BI Desktop. Now, once you're done with all of that, we will go and publish this to our Power BI service environment, which is going to be a server. We call this as Power BI service. And we will publish this. And this is where you kind of, set things like, refreshes for your reports, the schedule refreshes, the automations that you do to go and bring in the data into the report. A lot of different things that you go and do. So there is a lot more going behind just that publish word. And you are going to set up this report for your end users to constantly use and work with that, right? So that's what we will go and do. So after you author the report, after you're building the report, you're publishing it, and you're just making it available on the server for people to start using it. And that's where the third part comes in. We are going to consume the report. And this is where you share and collaborate with your users. You are going to go and give them the access to go and make use of this report. Okay, they can look at it and they can make all the decisions they want. And that's the whole objective of this particular tool. Okay, so 3-step process. I'm just breaking this way, and we want to learn it right. That's what is my objective. And let's go and look at how this works. So the way we go and do this, and like I said, we are going to do this right. We'll go and do this in different ways of kind of getting into different levels and doing this. So this is the entire flow. And just like how I told you, the authoring part, the publishing part, and the sharing and collaborating part. So I've just got this all set up this way. This is the right way of learning things. I know that people will just go and jump from connecting to the data directly to the visualization phase. Now what will happen is you'll have to go back and forth to these different phases and then come back to the visualization phase. And this is all going to be a one big mess. Okay. So let me show you and let me just tell you how to go about doing this. So the very first thing that you need for a report is what? We will go and connect to our data set. Okay. We're going to connect to our data set. We'll go and bring that data into Power BI. That's what we will go and do. Now, once that is all done, the data is never clean. You can mark these words in stone. And I'm going to do this in our sessions as well as we progress. You will see that the data that you are going to bring in is never clean. Okay. And if it is that case, we cannot just like that directly get into our visualization phase. All right. So what we have to do is we'll have to go through a phase called as transforming that information. We will go and modify, we'll go and cleanse our data. That's what we will go and go do in this particular phase. Now, transformation phase is a very, dedicated environment. You have some window called as Power Query Editor coming in, and we will just go and learn how that goes. Okay, it's going to be 3 or 4 sessions that we'll go through for sure in this transformation techniques. And it's going to be an extensive transformation that we will go and apply. And you will understand how to really cleanse your data, get it to the right shape so that you can take it forward. That's the whole objective. Okay. So once we have all of that, your data is now clean, then you go and load it. And you again don't start visualizing it right away. We have a lot of other things to do. Now, once you're bringing in the tables, let's say we are just bringing in the tables, what you have to do is you'll have to connect the dots. Yes, you'll have to connect these tables together so that you can leverage the information from these many tables and you can build one simple visualization like that. Okay. So you will have to bring all of this together, and that's what we call as data modeling. So if you're not doing it and if you're not following these processes, like I said, you'll have to always go back to that step, all the previous steps, and then come back again. So don't jump into the conclusion. Going to the visualization phase, I call that as jumping into the conclusion here. Okay. You're not going to do that. I'll give you a simple example and we'll just go through that. But let's just understand the flow. And this is the right flow that you want to go with. Okay. So we'll just go and talk about data modeling where we are connecting all the tables that we are loading. All of these tables are to be brought together. We have to model it this way so that we can, kind of gather those information from multiple tables, get it into one visual. You can go ahead and, collate all of that together and talk about that as a story and present that in front of your users. That's the whole objective here. We're not going to just like that go and show anything random. No, it has some sequence and steps to this. Okay, once you're done with all of that, how many of you know that we have something called as DAX? Can I get a yes in the chat box if you're aware of DAX and if you have heard of it? Yes. So everyone is scared of DAX. Okay, so what we will do is even before jumping into the visualization phase, and I can certainly say you can just kind of swap these different steps, doesn't matter. But we'll go and learn DAX and we will go and learn this extensively. Let me go and show you this in my, the website here. So if I just go down, we will learn the DAX details in the most, detailed fashion. So look at that. This is our DAX section. We'll just go and go with aggregate functions. We'll try to understand the difference between a column and a measure. We'll go and talk more about the date and time functions. People are doing it all wrong. So I'm going to give you all the details that you need to do this right. Okay. We'll talk more about the logical functions, the relationship functions, the text functions, time intelligence, and a lot of different practice sessions are going to be there. I'll give you some assignments hands-on parallelly as we go through a lot of different modules. So these are all coming your way. That's how I want you to go and look at it. Okay. So this DAX session, this is going to be an extensive session by itself. I'm going to reserve 1/3 of the entire session or the course for this particular DAX ways of working. So 1/3 in the sense that almost like 8 to 9 hours, 10 hours of the entire course is going to be on DAX. So we will learn this extensively. And when you just come out of this, few sessions on DAX, you are going to be confident. You're going to be easily be solving anything, any problems at your hand. Okay. When I say problems, that's what you get. You have a way to go and get to some information, and I'm going to call that as a problem. And by just looking at all of these different functions and the way you go and work on it, you will be able to go and solve those problems and you are going to get to those solutions. That's the way we want to go do this. And that's what I'll go and kind of work on. Okay. So this is when we get into the visualization phase. We are not getting into the visualization phase right away. Let's say, for example, I'll give you an example. Let's say we have a population data coming in. Okay. We are just loading some population data. And in that particular data set, there is a column called as a gender column. And in this gender column, let's say you have just zeros and ones coming in, a lot of zeros. Okay. Lots of zeros and lots of ones coming in. So this is what you have. Now, this is the data that you're bringing in. So we are here connecting to the data set. Okay. Let's say we are in the first step. Now, let's say you start visualizing right away. You go to this phase and you start visualizing it right away. So what happens is you start visualizing, and I'm just going to draw a simple chart. And let's say this is 0 and this is 1. And you're just going in and taking this to your user. Let's say you're publishing this, you're sharing and grabbing it with the user, and the user is looking at this particular chart. Okay. Now, what's the first question he's going to ask based on the report that you have, or a chart or a visual that you have? He is not going to be sure what is 0 and what is 1. Yes. Everyone understanding my point? He's not sure on what is 0 and what is 1. So he's going to come back and say, hey, what is this 0 and 1? So what will you do? You'll have to go back to your transformation phase. You'll have to go and say, okay, we'll have to define all of this. So I'm going to say 0 stands for male and 1 stands for female. And then you'll go and change this to male and female, whatever that is, and then share that with your report or with your users. You're getting my point? So it is not so easy to just like that jump into conclusions and get it out to your users. You'll have to go with the flow. You cannot go back and forth. You don't have to go back to your transformation step, come back to your visualization step, go ahead and publish that to your users. All of this is just going to be a lot of back and forth. You don't want to do all of that. So as you progress, I want you to think, a little bit with the futuristic scope. What is the questions that I'll get from my user? Or how is the data set up? When you're just putting that on a visual, the zeros and ones, is that making sense? You'll have to ask those questions yourself. And we want to go through those different phases and get things right. And that's the way we want to go do this. This is the right approach that I've come up with. And I hope you're agreeing with all of this. And this is how we want to go about doing it. So we will just go and follow this technique. This is the best approach. So you'll have to go step by step, cleansing the data, modeling the data, doing the DAX expression where you go and derive a lot of things. And then you go with your visualization phase, right? That's how you want to do it. And then you go and publish the report. It's pretty easy, just one click of a button and you go and get that published. A few settings behind the scenes. You're going to set schedule and set up all the refreshes for your data source. And then finally, you're sharing and collaborating with our users. I'll show you how to do this as well. And a lot of things comes into play in the Power BI service side of it. Okay. So all the yellow circles that you see, we do this in desktop version, Power BI desktop version. And these two sections that you see here, we're going to do this in the Power BI service side of it. And Power BI service is not free, but I'll just go and tell you a way to go and get a 60 days trial. We'll go and work on that. 60 days should be enough for you to go and practice and then move forward. Your organization is going to give you all those accounts, so you don't have to really work on that. So all you'd have to do is just set up that trial version, 60 days of trial, more than enough for you to go and get going with the server side of things. Okay. So that's what we will do. And that's how I want you to look at all of this. Okay. So let me just come out of this. Let's go and have a small demo on how to go about working with Power BI. I'll go and give you an idea on that and then we will move forward. Okay. So let me open Power BI desktop for you. Let's just go and get into it. I'm not seeing any questions coming up. I would appreciate if you can post your questions, no matter if it is relevant to what I'm really talking right now or not. I'll take that up and I'll give you all those answers. Just post your questions here. We'll have that Q&A session in some time. Just give me another 5-10 minutes max and we'll be done with some of these different details. Good. Okay, so what I have here is I've got my Power BI desktop open and this is the application where we work. We go and build everything here. We go and build our report here and that's how we will go and work on it. So I'll just show you some reports that we have built in our previous session. So let me just go ahead and do this. Let's just go to this one here. So it's going to be pretty easy, pretty straightforward and simple to go and work with our data set. So we'll see how we will build our reports, do a lot of things here. Just observe and understand what we have done here. And based on that, we will see how to take it forward. And like I said, this is going to be a session where we don't really mute the participants in a real sessions that are going on. We will have a one-on-one session. We will have an interactive session. It's not a webinar kind of a setup. It's a kind of a meeting that we will have. And we are going to go through all of these different queries and other things. So look at this report. This is one of the reports that we have built in one of the sessions. And it's just a simple sample data set that I'm using. And you can see that our report can give you a lot of different things. So we can just click on this and you can see every visual will just kind of change to these different selections. We are applying some slicers, filters, and we'll just go and click on certain details and you can see that it just kind of gives you the output right away. That's the power of these tools. These tools really work on a very, very, uh, fast responsive basis. And this is the way we want to go and work on it. So we've just built something. There is interaction when you click on this. There are interactions when you click on these different slicers and everything. So everything can be converted into a slicer. You can see I can just click on these rows and then get that done. So things are pretty easy for you to go and do in Power BI. We can also have some, page navigation. I'm just kind of having a very simple setup here, but we have just done amazing things in our session as well. So I think I can go to the sales report. I'll just click on it and it goes to the sales report. I want to go back to that welcome screen. I'll click on the home page. I'll go back to the welcome screen and I'll just go back again. And then I can also click on the logo. I think I did not set it up. Okay. So you can click on the logo. You can get that, going to your welcome screen, so on and so forth. So a lot of things can be done. We are just adding user experience, user navigation, and that's the way the user interacts with your report. And adding all of these things plus the report itself coming out in a nice, good fashion should really give you a good, nice hold on these different tools. And you can really kind of impress your clients, your customers, and everyone. And that's the way I want you to go and look at it. Okay. Now I'm going to talk from a perspective where I'm going to show you how easy is it to go and build a report. All right. I'm just going to go talk about the simplest ways of building the reports. Let's go and do that first so that you understand that this tool is easier than Excel. Okay. Have you worked on Excel? Have you used those formulas? Yes. This is going to be easier than Excel. So let's go and do this and let's understand how to work on this particular tool. I'm going to use a very simple data set. I'll not go and explain you all these different data sets, but let's go and just right away get started with connecting to the data set and then loading that data into Power BI and then simply creating a simple report. I can do this in no time. Okay, I can create this entire report in like next 30 minutes or so. If you understand what you have in your hand, the data that you have in your hand, what detail it consists of, if you want to derive some details like the gender example that I gave you, zeros and ones doesn't make sense. If you want to go and derive those details, you will have to go and kind of add more columns, add more details. I call that as deriving those details. So you want to do all of that and then go and build your entire report. Okay. So that's how we are going to do this. Let's just go and quickly look into certain ways of doing this and then get it done. Okay. Maybe I'll just give you some ideas about a few things here. Let's just go and start creating these different reports. And once we are done with all of this, we'll see how that looks like. Okay. So I'm going to go with a blank report here. And this is your Power BI interface. I'm just going to give you a simple idea. So what we do is, first of all, data is the oil for this particular tool. So we'll have to get to the data, and that's the very first icon that you see on the top here. Yes. So you click on it and there are a variety of different data sources from where you can load your data. You name the data source an organization can have, and that's all listed here already. Okay. So that's what we can do. And the data would come and sit here. All right. So the data is going to be coming and sitting here, and that's how this is going to be. Once we have our tables and columns loaded all on this side, we'll have to go and take our visualization, start working on our reports and so on and so forth. But like I said, we don't have the luxury of doing it right away. So it's not about, 1, 2, and 3, and we are done with all of this. No, it is not that easy. Like I said, the data is never clean. You'll have to go and do some cleansing and all of that. That's how it is going to be working. Okay. Just give me 1 second, guys. All right, so that's what we have. Let's go ahead and try doing this, but I'm just going to keep it simple and we'll learn more things in our sessions. Okay. All right, have a look. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's first of all connect to a data set. So I'm just going to click on get data dialog box. And we have a variety of different data sources. Like I said, you can go and connect to an Excel workbook, any file system, for example, a text or CSV file, XML, JSON. You can go and connect to that. You can load a set of files from different folders. You can connect to different databases. You can connect to SQL Server databases, Oracle databases, IBM, and whatnot. You can have MySQL, Postgres. These are all the famous databases that we have, SAP HANA, blah, blah, blah. And you can connect to anything on Azure, Azure based, environments and everything. And there are a lot of huge list of data sources that are available from where you can bring the data into Power BI. So like I said, you name the data source which an organization is using, you'll be able to go and get to that very easily. All right. That's how I want you to look at it. And look at that. It's a huge list. I'm just scrolling, still never ending list of data sources. So it's a great tool, and it's one of the top tools in the market right now. You're going to learn the best tools out there in the market, followed by Tableau, Click, and other tools that we have. Okay, so like I said, I've worked on those top tools, and then I'm already loving Power BI because of its ease of use. The way you go and create this is very familiar. You work with a lot of Microsoft tools, and you can just get started with that in no time. And that's how you want to go and work on this one as well. Good. So let's say my intention here is just to connect to an Excel workbook very quickly. I'll just go and connect to an Excel workbook and then load it. I'm going to use some sample sales data set that I've just got, and I'll just go and load it. Okay, let me show you the flow, and that should be more than enough. Let's go and understand how this works. So if I go to an Excel workbook and I just got some sample data sets lying in my folder. So let's go to our dataset folder. I'm going to connect to a sample superstores file. Okay, there is a file called a sample superstore. I'm going to open it. It has 3 sheets. Okay, and I'll show you the flaw. Okay, I'll show you the flaw that we have in our file, and you will not see that really in your data sets. So let me open this sample superstores file for you first of all, and I'll show you how this really looks like. Okay. So we will have 3 sheets. Like I said, we have an order sheet, we have a returns sheet, and we have a people sheet. Okay. Now this order sheet is pretty much like the sales data set. You just have the sales data, nothing else. All right. And if you go to the returns sheet, it's just a simple data set again, some order ID and returned products being listed here. And the people sheet is just going to be a list of, person details who are managing some regions. That's it. It's a very simple sample data set that we have, and you can see that there is nothing going on, right? No formatting, no filtering, nothing different about these different things. But what happens is when you take it into Power BI, like I told you, the data may look neat and nice, but it will always be troublesome when you go and get that into Power BI. You'll have all the troubles in the world coming up, and you'll have to go and fix all of this. The data is never clean. Yes, let's go and understand that. So when I go and take this into Power BI, you can see that, let's click on the orders table. And what you'll see is you'll see that it's just perfect. Yes, we've got everything here. There is no other, issues with our data set. Headers are looking good. The order date looks like an order date. The order ID looks like an order ID. Yes, you can go towards the right hand side. You can look at your customer name. The customer names look good. They look like a customer name. Yes, you just have to go and kind of validate it, glance through this, and understand whether things are working fine or not. So once you have all of this is, like I said, all the sales data that you have, and you have got all of this properly coming in. So we have no issues with our data. So orders table is all good. Very good. That's a check. We'll go and take that into Power BI. But let's go and look at the people sheet here and look at the things that go wrong with your people sheet. What's going on? Sometimes Power BI needs an extra push. All right. It wants to give you the right information, but it does not want to assume anything here. All right. Let's understand why this is happening. Okay. And you'll be able to kind of figure this out. If you look at this entire data set, this is our data. Yes. But this should have been the column headers. Yes. Power BI has not promoted it. Power BI is not understanding it. Why? Because if you look at this entire data set, look at the entire column, the first column. Everything is text in nature. Yes. What is this? Everything is text in nature, right? And how about the first row? It's also text. So Power BI does not have a clue to go and understand whether it can promote this first row to the headers or not. Making sense? Yeah. So Power BI does not want to give you a wrong information. It does not want to do anything wrong, and then you go and fix all of this is a big headache for the developer, right? So it does not want to do things incorrectly. What it does is it goes and tells you, hey, I'm not trying to understand all of this. So you go and take that one extra step to go and fix your column headers, and we'll do that right away. Let's see. So we want to take all of this to the column headers. Power BI has skipped this step. Power BI did not understand what to do with this. It is not giving you the wrong answer, but you want to make it right. Yes, that's what we will do. Let's go through the returns table as well, and you'll also see the similar issue here because this is an alphanumerical value. This is treated as text. This is an alphanumerical, sorry, this is a text value, by the way, straight away. And that's how it is. So it's all text. The first row is all text. The first column is all text. The rest of the columns are all the text. The headers that has to be kind of promoted is all text. So everything is text here. So Power BI will not give you the right ways of, setting this table and then taking it forward. So you cannot just like that load the data. What if you have 50 columns on the right hand side and it all comes in like column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4? You will have hard time going in and managing all of this when you want to go and take it into your visualizations. And you have a value that the column headers sitting in one of your rows. This cannot be taken forward just like that. So this is a data quality issue, right? So we'll have to rectify all of that. Now, why is that happening for the orders table and not for the rest of the tables? Because we have some things that are different here. If it was all text, it would have also failed here. The column headers would not have been, kind of obtained. But look at things here. Let's say this is not the column header. We'll just assume this is not the column header right now. And look at your entire row. This entire row is all text. Yes. But there are columns. I'll take this column. I don't want to just go ahead and assume, and you just don't have to assume anything here. Just look at this column. What is the first value here? The first row has text. But what are all the data types in your rest of the rows? It's all date in this particular column. Yes or no? So there is a difference between, the first row and the rest of the rows. There is a data type change. So this is what is going to give the tool Power BI the clue that, hey, it can go and promote this first row to the header. So you're getting my point? So there are columns like for example, row ID. You cannot expect a serial number column to be available all the time. So that's why I'm just saying that there's a difference in data type, and that difference in data type can very much tell Power BI what to do. So there is a column like this. If you have a row ID which has text in your first row, the rest of the rows is all numbers. That clue is more than enough for the tool to go and promote your first row to the headers. Are you getting my point? Yeah. Those details are not available in the other tables, and hence it's all messed up. The column headers are not really proper, and you have to go and take that one extra step of promoting this to your column headers. Okay. I hope you're understanding my point. This is how you have to look at your data. Your data is never clean. I'm just using a simple sample data sets. And this is a big trouble for us if you want to take it forward. If you have a huge production data coming in, this is going to be even a bigger challenge. But the fixes are very simple. You don't have to worry about it. This is what we do in Power BI. Okay. Things are going to be very, very simple to go and handle. You don't have to stress. You don't have to sweat. This is all simple and easy. Okay. Let's go and understand how to do this. Now you'll find that there are two buttons down below, which is all grayed out. That's fine. But can I go and load the data? Our data is not so clean. Our data has some anomalies, some discrepancies with it. I cannot just go and take it forward just like that. So I don't have the option to go and load this information. So first, what should I do? I should transform the data. Yes. Going back to my slide, this is what I said. If you remember this slide coming up, yeah, we will do things right. What is it? You're not going to jump right into the visualization phase after connecting to the data. Like I said, the data is never clean. So what are we doing? We are getting into the transformation phase right now. All right. So we'll get into that transformation phase, and that's how we'll go and fix things. So let's get back. We are going to transform the data. So I'm just going to check that, hey, Power BI now, I'm going to take all of these three files, and you can load multiple files in one go. Doesn't matter. If they are all just perfect, just load it. Otherwise, what will we do? We will have to go through the transformation techniques, fix all the issues that we have, and then take it forward. Let's just try that. So I'm just going to go say, let's transform the data, and look at this. Look at the magic that happens here. There is a dedicated window for the transformation techniques. So we will be getting into a window called as Power Query Editor. Now this is a dedicated window. You can see we were here in the main window. From this window, we said, okay, I want to transform the data. We are here. So this window is dedicatedly for the transformation that you want to do. Okay. And then we want to go and load our data. And if you're aware of something called ETL, we'll learn this in our course. This is what we are doing already. Whenever you work with data, you go and follow the process which is called as ETL. ETL stands for extract. We're extracting the data. Transform will transform the data if there is a need to do that. And then we'll go and load the data into Power BI. So ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. And this is one of the inevitable processes that you go and follow whenever you are working with your data. Okay, whenever you work with data, ETL is something that you cannot avoid, no matter what. It's not written anywhere. Okay, it's not stamped anywhere saying that, hey, you're going ahead and following the extraction process, you're going through the transformation process, you're going through the loading process. It's all done. It's all, kind of there implicitly, not mentioned explicitly, right? That's how I want you to see this. So we have a dedicated window to focus on our transformation. Let's go and get into that. And what are we going to do here? We'll go and fix all the issues that we have with people and returns. We'll just see that, okay, these column headers are not proper. We'll go and do a simple fix. Like I said, you don't have to sweat and you don't have to kind of spend so much time here. So if I go to the orders table, what you'll see is you'll see that the headers and everything is all just set fine, proper. Let's go to our people sheets and you'll see that it's not so proper. What we have to do is we'll have to take that particular first row to the headers, right? So let's go and do that. And let's go and do the same thing with our returns table as well. The first row has to be taken to the column headers. Now there is a very simple click of a button that goes on here to go and get this fixed. Can you see this option? I'm going to zoom in. It's right there in the home tab. The very first option that you're going to use here is going to be this one. What is it saying? Use first row as header. Simple. Do we have the value that we want for the header in the first row? Yes. That's the luckiest part here. So we'll just go and take that to the first row to the headers. Okay. So click on that button, a click of a button. That's all you need. Click and Power BI is going to do the magic for you. It goes and takes that into the column header. Got it? We took the first row to the column header. That's all you have to do. Let's go and fix that in the people table as well. And I'm going to do that in a different way. So you can use this icon on top, use first row as headers, or click on this intersection here. There is an icon there. Click on that. And there is one more way of getting to the same option. Look at that. Use first row as headers. Yeah. So we'll just go and do this. Click, click, and done. The first row is taken to the headers, and that's the simplest thing, simplest way of getting things done. Got it? Yeah. Good. That's all you have to do. We have fixed all the issues. Now what are we going to do? Like I said, we are here in the transformation phase. We are in the intermediary phase here. We were trying to go and extract the data. The data has some anomalies. We are here to fix that issue, and this is all done. Now we want to take it forward. We want to load the data into Power BI, and this is what we want to do. And you do this by using this option called as close and apply. You have to close this window, apply all the changes, and you have to load the data into Power BI. All this happens when you go click on this one simple button called as close and apply. So we're going to close this window. Let's just do that. Click, closing the window, applying all the changes, and then we are taking it forward into Power BI. Got it? That's the way we want to go and do all of this. And you do this for every data source. Okay. If there are anomalies, you go through the transformation phase, you come back and load the data. So that's how you have to do this. And that's the beauty of this. Okay. Good. So now that you have all the data loaded, let's go and look at this one. This is called as a table view. The left hand side, there's a second icon here. Let's go through that. When I go to that, you see that the orders table is all good. There is no issue with the data that is coming in. We'll go to the people table. Looking good. The headers are all fixed. So we have a good, nice data coming in. Let's go and go to the returns table. The headers and the issue with the header is all fixed. We have a good, nice looking header. So now we have the right tables to go and work with. All right. So that's the way you go and do it. How difficult was it? Did we write any line of code? No. Did we go through anything that was difficult? No. All you're going to do is you're going to use this user interface. Yes. An application that is built to go and accept the inputs from the user, do things, and give it to you in front of you in the same user interface. So you're going to click all these icons, different things, do different things, and you are going to get to those details by instructing the tool just by clicking and using this user interface. We call this as graphical user interface. We'll only work with this to go and get things done. Yes, the DAX that went ahead and explained is kind of a formula language. I don't want you to be scared of this, okay? Don't be scared of this DAX ways of working. It's just a formula language. Have you ever written a simple formula like this in Excel is equal to sum of, you're just adding some cells from A1 till A5? Yes. That's the same thing that you do in DAX. Is this going to be difficult for you? No. I don't understand why people are all scared of DAX. They are just running away from DAX. But I'll tell you, and I'll give you one sentence, one simple statement that's going to make you really, fond of DAX. So DAX, if you master DAX, DAX is going to give you and get you the most out of your data. Okay. It will help you get the most out of your data, which means you're going to derive things. You want to go and derive a lot of details. You want to go and create some calculations. You want to work on some summary tables, get a certain part out of those different calculations. You want to narrow down your search to a particular value. All of this can be done using DAX. All right. So DAX is going to be a very powerful language. It's not a coding language. It's just a simple formula language. If you think this is a lengthy program, no one can help you, but it's a simple function used to go and get certain things out. And our DAX expressions are going to be like that. Okay. It's just a formula language. That's it. That's the only place where you will go and use your keyboard, sometimes to type something. Otherwise, this tool is pretty easy and simple to go and work with. No coding involved, nothing of that sort. This is easier than Excel. You can just, take that statement, easier than Excel. And this is the best tool out there in the market right now. Yes, please. I see hands up. Just going to see if yeah, I'm going to give you the mic permission. You can go and ask your question. Yes, please unmute yourself and you can talk to me. Yep. Priya, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and talk to me. Or if you want to put that on the chat, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Any questions, guys? I've just opened the forum for Q&A. I'm going to do something else if you want, but let's go ahead and take up some questions and then we'll move forward. Anyone has any questions? All right. If you're not comfortable, coming off of mute, I would like you to go and put that on the chat. Yes, please. So how to extract data real time? See, you can't really do it in the sense there are different ways of doing things, but you can't just do that right away in the sense you have to connect to the data source. And what we do is we connect to the data source in different fashion. Okay. There is two options. One is import and there is a live connection. So what you can do is you can go and import the data, which means you're taking the data set into Power BI and Power BI is going to store that locally somewhere and you're going to work with that file. So it's more like a copy of your data getting stored in the local memory and then you work with that. So this is our import connection. A live connection, on the other hand, what happens is you are connecting to your data set in a live fashion, live based fashion. Now, this can work really well locally, but when you publish, there are a lot of problems. So what you have to do is you'll have to go and set up something called as data gateway, blah, blah, blah. It's all going to be there. But that's how you go do a live connection. Now, I would say that you can keep your data up to date and you can also connect to a live kind of a setup. So this is a very good way to go and do this. But this comes with a drawback. Okay. Live connection, with live connection, you cannot load too many rows. You can only load 1 million row at a time. And if your data goes beyond 1 million row, you'll have to reduce that. Okay. So there is a live connection, a mode called as live connection. You can check that out. Otherwise, like I said, there is this drawback of 1 million row. But what you can do is this import connection, you can increase the frequency here. How frequently do you want to look up your data? Let's say I can do this like 5 minutes once. Okay, I can do this 1 minute once. If you have the right licenses, you can just quickly look up the data, kind of refresh your data set, keep it all updated. That we can do. So there are two ways of doing things. Live connection, which is going to look up the data and give you the details right away. but you can also schedule your refreshes with so much of little time, like let's say every minute you'll have to go and look at your database, and you have to go and do that, right? Yeah. You're unable to unmute your mic. I'm not sure. Let me just see what are the settings here. Just see that you can do that. Otherwise, yeah, I'll just unmute you. Just give me 1 minute. Uh, okay, I'm just trying to give you the permission. Just check if you get a pop-up and you can just unmute yourself and yeah, talk to me. I think you have the permission. Just check if you can do that. If I want to edit again means yes. If you want to edit this, let's say you went ahead and loaded all of this and you saw that afterwards and you're checking the table view or any other view, you're just seeing that, okay, the column headers are not proper. So what you do is you go and click on this icon on top. That's it. Nothing complex. What did we go through? We went through the transformation technique and you go and click on this transform data. So you click on it, the Power Query editor will again open and you can go and edit all of this and then come back. Okay. So this option here is the same option, the same button that we clicked, transform data button that we clicked when we were going in and taking it forward. And it's the same option. So this will bring you to this window and then you can edit all of that. Okay. If you want to edit the source and any other things, you can also check that out. Let's just click on this drop down here. And let's say you want to change the source, the folder path or anything of that sort. This is the folder from where I'm loading my file. Yes. You can click on it. You can edit this permission and you can just browse all of this. You can just say, for example, change source, and you can browse all of this and change the path of this as well. So you can do all of that. Yeah. Very easy, very simple. Yes. Any questions? Anyone? Feel free to come off of mute. This is what we do in our session. Okay. I'm not going to stick to this chat window and other things. Let's go and talk. And I don't want to be the only speaker. Yes, please. Naresh, I see you unmute. Yes. Go on.
No, no. Sir, actually, out of question, personal. So
Mm-hmm.
I have career gap. So 5 years of career gap is there. Earlier,
Mm-hmm.
I was in hard work. So this course. Can I get in future also calls available and future also there are not. So that's what my question.
Yeah, that's fine. What were you working? I mean, where were you working before? What technology or anything of that sort? Just let me
No,
know.
no. Mainly my hardware. So I am mechanical engineer working in
Uh-huh.
maintenance field, a steel plant and a pharma field also. So I was getting into IT field looking for so non-coding. One of my friends was good like that, Power BI like that. So
Yeah.
that's what.
Good, good. So, see, I will tell you and give you a little bit of a background. I've trained many people who are mechanical engineers and out of the IT technologies, I've trained non-IT people as well. So you have a good chance of getting into this, and this tool is one of the easiest tool, like I said, no coding involved. That is one. Again, with the career gap and all of that, you can definitely get into it. See, there are different options that you have, and based on that, we can just work it out. So, for example, the career gap can be bridged by saying that, okay, in your previous organization or whatever you're doing previously, you were working on Power BI for some time and you got interested with that and you wanted to learn something there. So you took this particular thing as a course in one of the companies, which is, let's say, Raj Informatica here, and you just kind of went with that and you finished your course and then you're looking for the job. So this is the way we want to build your story for that. Okay. So you can show, if there are not too many gaps, you can really rely on this last 1 year 2 years of experience to be shown in Power BI. That's fine. Otherwise, you can say that you got trained here and you should be able to go and get into these details. So these are different options available, and there are a lot of openings for freshers as well as 1 or 2 years of experience. So that's why I want you to quote at least 1 years of experience from your previous organization and say that you started working and building some reports for your organization internally, and then you liked this particular tool and then you wanted to go and take your career towards this. So you should be able to go and do that, and you have to build that kind of a story so that you have that flow and then you're just going forward with this. So it's not a big deal. We should be able to do it, and yeah, it should be pretty easy for you to go through that. Okay, my team can help you with this. just reach out to us, and we will give you a lot of guidance on these different details. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I will come.
Yeah, it's a
Thank you.
recorded session, so I can't go and talk much freely. That's the reason. Otherwise, you can reach out to our team one-on-one. We can have a talk, and then we can go do this.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Any other question? Anyone? Okay, I just wanted to show you how easy it is to build some reports here. Let's just go and do a simple visualization. Just wanted to give you how easy it is. Okay, I go and deal with a lot of definitions, a lot of terms, and terminologies that you want to remember. I'll do that in the session in detail, but let me just show you the magic that happens here if you understand those basic details. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on one of the charts, and I'm just going to expand this way. Okay, and what you can do is you can just click, few clicks, and you can build your chart. Let me show you how this works. So if I go to the orders table, and I'm just going to pick a few different details. Let's say I want to see the region wise sales information. Okay, we call this as dimension. We'll go ahead and deal with this definitions later. We call this as measure. Anything that you can go ahead and add and do some calculations on it is all called as a measure. Anything that is descriptive in nature is called as dimension. I'm simplifying this to the very core. Okay, so that's how it is. Let's go ahead and choose these different details. I'm just going to check these boxes. I'm going to say, let's go ahead and take region and sales. Those are check boxes for you. Just go ahead and check that and look at the magic that goes on. So one dimension, one measure, and there we go. We have a chart in front of us. And then what you do is you take some details. I'm just going to drag and drop and do something here. I'm going to take this here, and you get a colorful chart. You go to this particular section, you can go and turn on the data labels, and you will get these data labels on the chart. Okay, pretty simple, nothing complex here. Let's go and go with another chart. Let's just do a donut chart here. And again, I'm just going to choose segmentation here. Let's just go with segment and then profit. Yeah, one dimension, one measure, checking the boxes. That's it. Look at it. So if you have the data right, if you have all of this set properly, building your visualization, coming up with your reports is a piece of cake. Yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty easy, very, very easy to do. Like I said, you don't have to sweat, you don't have to go and work on it so much time. And that's why I said, when I just kind of introduced myself, I said that data warehousing was all difficult, was all time consuming, it was having a lot of effort. You'll have to go stick to your window and in the sense the laptop and everything, and then work on those things. This is all becoming pretty easy today. Okay, this is simpler and easier than any other tool. And that's why I said, that just made me shift towards these different tools. And then I started learning a lot of different tools. Okay, this is how it is. Okay, I'm going to take some questions. I see that on the chat. I'm a newbie. I just know a little bit of Tableau and never used Power BI. Can you explain what are the difference between Tableau and Power BI and why you choose Power BI than Tableau? See, Tableau is a very good tool. Okay, I love the tool because it has a great data visualization capabilities. All right. Power BI is a similar tool. Yes, the essence of it is going to be different when you go and work with Power BI. It has its own, the Microsoft ways of working. But they're all the same tool. I mean, just learning this is going to be an advantage for you, because then you have two tools in your pocket. One is Tableau, one is Power BI. Just, if you're not getting too many openings on Power BI, then go look for Tableau and vice versa. You have a lot of options. I did that. I had 4 tools in my pocket. So I was just looking for different opportunities, and whatever interview I was getting, I was attending it. Okay. Finally, it's all about the job. It's all about money that comes into, things like that. So you just want to be placed, you just want to be there, and you just have to have a solid income. So that's the whole point. But talking about the differences here, Tableau has not grown over the past few years. Uh, Power BI was launched in 2014, 2015 roughly. Okay. And since then, it's just been 10 years roughly. Okay. And Power BI is the leader in the market right now. I can show you some graphs. I can show you some things here. So Power BI is the leader in the market right now. And what's happening is Tableau is not innovating. Tableau is not going ahead and, updating and upgrading itself. So Tableau has been pushed down, and this is where we are, Power BI. Okay. I'm not saying Power BI is the best tool. Okay. I'm just saying that it has its own edge over Tableau. And the way they have kind of updated and upgraded those softwares is kind of amazing. They have monthly releases coming up, 10, 15 features released every single month is making this tool on top of everything. And that's how you want to look at it. Okay. There are great capabilities that Microsoft has that Tableau is still working on. They have that feature, but they are not up to the mark. And those are different things. Okay. For example, ask data in Tableau, if you know. Okay. It's a way to go and, type something, a simple question, and then you get certain things out. Microsoft has already mastered it way long ago. Okay. So those are the different things. And ETL wise, extract, transform, load, you can go and work on huge amount of data in Microsoft, but not in Tableau. I personally worked as a Tableau administrator, Tableau desktop, developer and all of that. I felt that when it takes a lot of data, Tableau is not able to work with that. But I've never seen, issues with Microsoft. So that's how I go and lean towards that. So there are a lot of, comparisons that I can do and with which you can really go and understand how this all works. So I would say Tableau has just not gone ahead and upgraded and updated itself to what Microsoft is already offering. And that edge over these different tools is just pushing all of this. You can go back, you can go and search for Gartner's quadrant. You go ahead and do that from 2017 onwards. You'll see that Microsoft was somewhere here, but immediately it was pushed to the leader's position because it was doing things differently than these different people. So that's how it is. I'm not going into the details here just because of the time constraint here, but I'll just go and stick to that. And that's how we want to look at it. Okay. How much SQL is needed to learn Power BI and what tools with Power BI are important to learn? I'll just say three things: Power BI plus SQL and Excel. Okay. Now let's go and consider the real time scenario. No one is going to save their data in Excel files. Okay. What is the problem and drawback with Excel? Excel has a row limitation. Yes, everyone knows this. Excel has so many rows that you can go and save. Imagine Amazon. Yes, Amazon as one of the tech giants that we have. Do you really think it can just go and load and save all their data set in an Excel file? Do you think this is going to be enough for them to go and save their work for a day at least? Yeah. So Amazon, as an e-commerce giant today, is processing millions and millions of data. And it is not enough for them to go and store things in file. Managing file systems, keeping them, storing them, moving them is all going to be very difficult. So that's how it is going to be. So what I'm trying to tell you here is everyone just switches to a database. That's the first option for them. Or every organization is switching for a data warehouse. It's a even bigger database. Okay, just imagine that. So when that is all happening, you'll have to eventually go and learn SQL. Yes, that's how we want to go and do this. Yeah. So you want to look at that from that perspective. So SQL becomes mandatory if you go and work in a real-time project. You have to have that knowledge. Don't worry. We have that as part of this course. We are going to give you those details. My team is going to explain you that. Just hold on and I'll give you those, or my team is going to give you those details. Okay. That's how it is. Plus, Excel knowledge is important. Like I said, those formulas and other things that we are going to work on is going to be very, very important. So you will learn that by just working with your Excel files. Okay. So any simple Excel formula can be converted into a DAX expression in Power BI. Actually, whatever you do this is DAX. Okay. So even a simple formula like a count of all of these values is going to be your DAX value. Okay. So that's how you want to look at it. So this is all DAX for you. So that's how I want you to see this. And you may want to go and learn Excel formulas, which is going to be useful for you to go and work on DAX as well. Okay, not mandatory. SQL and Excel are not really mandatory. You can learn Power BI separately as well. But I would say down the line, you'll have to go and for sure need Excel and SQL knowledge to go and work effectively with this particular tool. Okay, that's what we have. Any trick to find inside calculation into data? Inside calculation, can you just give me an idea? What is that? I'm not fully understanding your question. So just throw some light on that and I'll give you those example. Any trick to find inside or calculation into the data? You mean whatever calculation we write in Power BI, how to go and get to that? Is that what you're asking? Just let me know. I mean, I need some more clarity to answer that question so that I can take that up. Will we be able to land in a job after this meeting? Yes, I mean, after the course, yes, you can get into a job, and we have a lot of experience, and a lot of our own students have done that. So reach out to my team again for them to go and help you with all those different information. We have a lot of students already into a job, placed into a job, and they're doing really well. Okay, and it's just a simple guidance from my side here and there. You can always reach out to me. Okay, you can always come back to me or my team, and they will direct you to the right things, and we can just go and work on that. Yes, we can do that. Yeah. Yeah. Again, just to go back to that question, any trick to find inside calculation, just throw some light on that and I'll give you that answer. Anyone else has any questions, guys? Otherwise, I'll let my team talk about more perks and more things that you can go and achieve with this course. Let me just kind of, yeah, see if there are any questions. Otherwise, I'll give it to my team. How will we be able to reach you directly? Yes, like I said, my team is going to enroll you for in a particular group. I'm there in that group. Otherwise, please make sure that you are enrolling for this course. I'm here to go and guide you throughout the course, plus after that as well. So you can try all of those different ways of doing things. A lot of difficulties during finding insight in the raw data. Can you suggest any trick here? See, there are no simple answer to that. Okay, so let's say there is an Excel file and someone is looking at a VLOOKUP function and then going ahead and doing something. Now, VLOOKUP functions, getting into that, you will have to do it on a source to source level. I'm just talking from an Excel perspective. There can be a lot of formulas. You'll have to decode it step by step. Okay, it's not just a minute's time that you can go and get all those details and do that. You will have to go and figure it out how it works. In a different data source, there can be a different way to go and work on it. For example, a store procedure behind the scenes in your you know SQL Server environment is going to go do a lot of calculation. So you have to get to those details, decode it step by step. There is no easy step here. It's not about, see, we are in the world of and generation of AI, but it's not about anything that we can go and do it very easily. So these are to be dealt with step by step. So go through your source system. You go to the different ways in which your system is populating the data. You will have to understand it. I went through the same process. Okay, I understand your pain and I understand your point. I went through the same process. I'll have to go and decode what's happening. I had a 1,000-line store procedure that we have to go through and then understand what it is doing. It will go and give out a simple data set. And how did we achieve that? All the rules, all the calculation, all of that is there in the step by step evaluation and the ways of working on that store procedure. So you have to go through that. There is no simple step here. Okay, so that's how it is. So there is no right or wrong answer here, and again there is no simple answer here. You have to decode all of that. There is no simple tool to go and click one button and then get to those formulas and calculations. You have to decode it step by step. See, a lot of people are going from, someone talked about Tableau, someone talked about, I talked about ClickView, ClickSense. There are a lot of different tools out there here. If you just look at this, Microsoft, Salesforce, Google, a lot of different tools, and a lot of people are, what they are doing is they are going from one tool to Microsoft. Okay, probably they have gone with Tableau first. They are trying to go and migrate towards Power BI. Now, how will you go and take a Tableau calculation and convert it into Power BI? You'll have to look at that source. You'll have to go through that calculation and then convert it. So there is no easy step. That's what I'm saying. You'll have to go and do this slowly, and it's a very big process. If your organization is asking you to do this in 1 day, 2 day, it's simply and practically not possible. So take that time and understand those processes. Slowly go and evaluate all of that, convert that into a Microsoft's Power BI's ways of working, and that's what you want to do. Okay. Yeah, great. All right. Anything else, guys, before I kind of pass this over to my team? Anyone has any questions? Anything generic, anything simple, silly, that's fine. Is Power BI enough to do data analytics, or should we learn other software programming tool? Python and R is not required right now. If you want to go and go with data analytics, yes, there are different tools. You want to go and do all of that. But like I said, it's too much for you right now. You can just learn Power BI, SQL, and Excel. That's more than enough. As you progress, Start adding these tools into your inventory. Okay, learn Python, learn R. These are just data manipulation tools, but you're going to do the visualization in Power BI. So I would say, you'll have to go and do this later. Don't just rush, and you don't have to learn everything and then go to the, the job search process. I would rather say, go and learn just these three tools. Power BI is more than enough. Just one tool is more than enough. As you progress, you learn SQL. You can go and learn Excel in no time. Excel is, I'm not talking about extensive Excel, but it's just about the formulas and simple ways of understanding how to implement it and incorporate it in Power BI. So these three are more than enough. But as you progress, you can add more tools like Python and R. Yeah. How many months it will take to learn? Power BI is just going to take another 30, 40 days. I want you to do some little bit of a practice. It's good. You go and parallelly learn SQL. So again, the same 40 days is good enough. And you don't have to learn SQL from a database administrator perspective. See, this is what is the problem that everyone just kind of doesn't really realize, and then they get into a big trap. Okay. So don't learn SQL from a database administrator standpoint. Yes, you can understand, you can create tables, you can drop tables, you can go and do a lot of things, but there is something called as just retrieving the data. How would you retrieve the data? Right? Let's say I want to go back to my tool, and I'm just going to say this is the number that I'm reporting in my tool. Let's say I'm just having a simple card visual, and I'm putting a number here. Okay, so this is my sales data. This is the total sales that I'm getting from my data set. Let's say the same table is there in your SQL environment. What would you do? You're just going to do a simple select statement. Okay, the select statement is going to look like this. I'm going to say select sum of sales. Okay, from whatever table, let's say from the orders table. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's it. This is the simplest statement. This will give you this result. Okay, you're not grouping it by anything, you're not going by anything, but this is just the number that you want to go and get to. So select the sum of sales from the orders table. That's going to give you the entire sales columns sum. And that's what we are doing here as well, sum of sales, right? So what I want you to understand is, don't look at SQL from an administrator perspective. You're not going to create the table, drop the table, insert the data into the table. No, you're going to do this validation. That's all I want you to understand. Or probably for the data to be loaded, you'll use your SQL queries. Okay. So when you're loading the data, you may be connecting to the table, again, doing a select query and loading the data. Or for the validation purposes, you'll be using the select query. So I just want you to focus on select query the most. And if you can master the art of writing that select query, more than enough. Okay. I'm just simplifying these details for you guys. I'm just telling from a standpoint which you go and work on most of the time. You don't really have to go and do this. Okay. Okay, I have a question here. I've learned Python, SQL, Excel, but I'm not still able to get some things. So whatever experience you have, just showcase that you have done something with all of this technology. So this is how I want you to look at it. If you say that I'm fresher, you may or may not be getting those calls. Okay. What I want you to do is just go back to your resume. If you're a real fresher, there is no go. You'll have to wait and you have to go and get to that. But if you have some experience in the past, let's say you're working in somewhere, and I told you this for other participant here as well, have the last 1 year showcased as if you have worked on Power BI, you have worked on Python, Excel, and SQL, whatever that is. Showcase that as an place where you have worked on all this, and with that experience and exposure you're getting into these different interviews, you have to present it in that fashion. You cannot just go and expect the companies to call you. No one is going to take a fresher. Okay, already experienced people's jobs are being taken by most of those AI based details and things that goes on in the organization. And on top of it, if you're just saying if you're a fresher, it's not going to work. Okay, so I would rather say expose as if you have already worked on these tools, and then present yourself in that particular fashion. At least 1 year of experience on all of this is what is there. Like I said, I cannot go and talk too much things on this forum. Recorded sessions are being going on. So I would just ask you to reach out to me or my team, and they'll help you to reach out to me. So just get in touch with them, and we can discuss. We can have all the questions answered like that. Okay. Yeah. Just leave your number, and then my team is going to add you to a particular group, and I'll be there. You can just post your questions there and you can just take it forward. Yeah. If I want to be a data analyst, so it will be enough just to use Power BI. Do I need to use Python anymore? Python is not required if you're not into, see, the organization decides what tools are you going to use. If they prefer doing things, the data analysis and data manipulation in Python and then take it into Power BI, that's the way you have to go and do it. Otherwise, you can also do things in Power BI. You can completely eliminate Python and then work on Power BI as well. But also, you'll have to look at from the organization perspective. Okay, I was working for a company, I was interviewed for Power BI, but I started working on Tableau. Okay, so if that's the case, if your client and if your organization is enforcing these tools in the organization, then there is no other go. You'll have to go and work on that. That's how it is. So it's not a call that we can take. It's organization's call. It's the client, and a lot of things plays a vital role, right? The costing mainly plays a vital role. So if they're going and choosing a tool like Python, which is completely free, or would they choose a tool like Power BI, which comes with a cost after you go and want to share and collaborate with your user, they'll prefer Python for that. Everyone wants to just cut down their cost. So you have to decide based on what organization and the clients are looking for, not our choice really. Okay. I'm just putting it straightforward. All right. So that's how it is. Yeah. All right. Anything else, guys? Otherwise, I'll turn it over to my team again. They'll just go and give you some last minute details, offers, perks, and everything. And you can just have a look and then decide. Yeah. All right. Over to you, Karthik. If there is any other question, I'll take that up next. But yeah, over to you. Good.
Yes, thank you, Ambarishan. Thank you so much for that. Hi everyone, this is Karthik again from Raj Cloud Technologies. So if you still have any questions regarding the course, duration, okay, so regarding any other things, if you have any doubts, you can just unmute yourself and you can ask me, or else you can just ping me in the chat as well. So as I said, I'll be showing few things to you now. Let me show you here. Okay, you can see my screen, right? Can someone confirm me here over chat? Can someone confirm me over chat? Visible. Okay, you can hear me properly, right? Am I loud and clear? Can I expect at least 2 to 3 replies? Yeah, okay, thanks for the confirmation. Okay, so as I said you, there is some discount is available for you, and there is some platform also available for you to apply for the jobs and everything. I'm here to just help you about all these things. Okay, so coming to the job assistance program, we are going to provide you the resumes, interview questions, and we will guide you where the opportunities are available right now and how to apply for them, how to clear the opportunities from tell me about yourself question, how to convert your current experience into real-time experience. If you don't have experience, how to get the experience documents. On each and every part, we are going to help you. Okay. Apart from this, we have a job listings platform as well. Still, the page is in developing state. So I'm just showing you how it is going to work for you. This is from Raj Cloud Technologies. We are going to find the opportunities for you from overall all the platforms like Naukri, Monster, LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, on all these opportunities on all these platforms, whatever the suitable opportunities are there for your career, we are going to post it out here in this website page. Okay, so this page will be accessible by only enrolled students. Whoever enrolled for Raj Cloud Technologies, they can access this page. If you just see here, all topics related to these are the courses that we are offering right now. If you just select your course, okay, if you just select your course, you can see here. As I said, this is still in developing stage, so you're going to find only minimum opportunities itself. Okay, once it is fully developed, you can able to see the complete opportunities as well. You can see here, this is posted by Infosys. This is posted by Infosys. Full-time job opportunity. Okay, and it is the location is Bangalore. 3 to 5 years candidates can apply for this. These are the responsibilities. Okay, these are the additional responsibilities. Okay, so role is data warehouse developer. Okay, so this is how you are going to get the complete each and every a job opportunity. You can apply from here directly. Okay, so you can just give your name, email ID, mobile number, and you can drop your resume here. Okay, so this is the platform like where we are going to find out the opportunities for you, and we are going to share it with you. Okay, so you can access this web page and you can directly apply for the companies. Got it? This is the one of the newest thing that we have done in recent days. Okay, it is going to maximum, like it is going to be online like within 6 to 7 days. Within 6 to 7 working days, we are going to make it online. So the people who already enrolled, you have an opportunity to apply the jobs from here directly. Got it? And about the price, there is some special price I said you, right? If you can see, we see you here. We have posted that there is some special offer available on the occasion of Dasara festival. Let me share you that one. Okay, here it is. You can see here, get up to 25% offer on all our trainings. So this was already expired actually, but for you people, for today, for only today, okay, I have just enabled again. For only the Power BI course, not for all the courses actually, only for Power BI course. I have enabled again today. Okay, so you can plan to pay today. So if you plan to pay today, your price will be only 11,750 rupees. So 11,250 rupees. Okay, let me show you. There are two batches are there, morning and evening batches. Morning batch timings are 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. IST, and the evening batch timings are 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. IST. These two are the batches. Okay, so you can enroll for any of the batch. You can enroll for the any of the batch. We are going to give the complete end-to-end real-time training, real-time project, interview questions, resume preparation, everything we are going to cover you. Okay, if you want to enroll here, you can just click on pay and enroll now. Whatever the batch you wanted to go for, like morning batch or night batch, you can just click on enroll now. It will ask you the basic details. You can just give your basic details. If you just scroll down, you can see the breakup here. The course price is 14,999. After applying the discount of 3,725%, your price will be only 11,249 rupees only. Okay, the price is only 11,249. There are two payment modes are available here. If you can see here, one is international credit or debit card. Another one is Indian credit or debit card. If you are from other countries, if you want to use your own bank account, you can go ahead with this. You can use any of your credit cards or debit cards. Okay, and you can make the payment here. If you are from India and if you want to make the payment here, so all the payment modes are accepted here. UPI, bank transfer, net banking. Okay, so UPI, bank transfer, net banking, Remitly, international transfers, EMI, everything is available here. Okay, no need to worry about that. You can just select this option and you can go ahead for the payment as well. Okay, so this is how we are going to help you with. So I hope like I made it like very clear for you how to apply for it, how to apply for the job opportunities, and what is a pay offer for today. I just like shown you very clearly. From tomorrow, if anyone want to enroll for this program, you can pay 15,000 rupees and you can join for the classes. That is 14,999. You can pay 14,999 and you can join for the classes. Okay. Yeah. So I have just given the complete information about the program. If you still have any doubts, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask us.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Yes, tell me.
So I have a quick question. So what's the duration of the training?
So this course duration is like a 35 to 40 days.
Okay, 40 days. Same time?
The timings, there are two batches actually, morning and evening. The morning batch timings are like 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. IST, and the evening batch timings are 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. IST.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So still any questions from anyone, please? Any questions from anyone, please? I hope like we made it very clear for you about today's session. To get today's session recording and material, please drop your name and WhatsApp number if you haven't sent yet. Okay. To get today's session recording and material, just drop me your name and WhatsApp number over chat so that like we can share you all these things with you. Clear? Any doubts? Yeah, I hope no doubts from anyone. If you have anything, you can text me as well, okay? Yeah, I hope like we cleared all your doubts. Thank you so much for joining session today. Before ending the session, I just like want to tell you once again. So this is our Instagram page. Sorry, this is our YouTube channel. Just go to the YouTube and search for Raj Informatica. You will find this channel. 36.1K subscribers we have already. If you can just like give subscribe button whenever we upload new video, you can see the notification. And if you are interested for that program, you can join the class. Okay. So like today's session also like we are going to upload here itself. So I request everyone to please follow our YouTube channel so that by tomorrow morning mostly the video will be updated here in this channel. I have just shared you the link once again to follow our YouTube channel. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining session today. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you, Ambarishan garu.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. See you.